check this out. I know this is what a lot of you guys want. You want the sauce. The sauce is like, how do I make money, Mike? How do I become an online coach? How do I start a gym? How do I get a Lambo? Or how do I, whatever. All the like dope shit. And here's the thing that I was thinking about as I was driving to the gym, and I was like, it's not the blueprint. You're the blueprint. The thing that gets in the way is I could give you the exact blueprint of how to make money, how to make 7 figures. I could tell you. I could show you how to start a gym. I've made so many mistakes in the last 10 years. I could give it to you in freaking 90 seconds. I could tell you exactly what to do. I could tell you how to be an online coach. Exactly. But here's the problem is after I give you the blueprint, you're not going to execute exactly you're not going to execute on that blueprint. Why? What's going to happen? You're going to have all these doubts, fears, hesitations pop up, negative self-talk. It's going to stop you on executing that blueprint. So really the blueprint that I give you on whatever it is, whatever it may be, or anybody else, say anybody else gives you a blueprint, it's going to reveal your actual level. Like that's the only thing that it does. You're so quick to get to like the riches or to get the body that you don't realize how much you're lacking. I just was talking to a client yesterday or the day before, and he was like, man, I thought I knew it all. That first month, I thought I knew it all. And after a month, I realized how much I didn't know. It's not what you don't know. It's also what you don't think it's not what you don't know. It's like the stuff that you don't even know that you don't know. It's like the shit that you don't even realize. That's the part where I'm like, man, I get so frustrated sometimes talking to people, and I'm like, he doesn't even know what he doesn't know, if that makes sense, if you follow what I'm saying. So really what it comes down to is your personal development. Listen to me. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be dope at real estate, if you want to start a business, whatever the business is, the common denominator in any of those things is going to be you. How's your energy? Are you selling yourself on the best you every single day? Are you doing that? Are you in shape? It's all the stuff that has to do with you. That's going to reflect in the business that you, or the venture that you partake in. And I know a lot of you are like tired of hearing me go on and on and on. And I'm like, dude, focus on personal development. I don't have any kids. If I had kids, I would tell them, it doesn't even matter what you want to do, bro. You know, whatever you want to do, it'll work as long as you work. As long as you're the dopest, disciplined person that you could possibly be. And it kind of compounds. It really like, it evolves over time. And so I'm chilling here with one of my clients, and I've been telling him this type of stuff since day one. And a lot of the stuff, and he'll probably tell you himself, has kind of gone over his head. And he's just like, man, now I finally realize like what you're saying. You only realize it when you're in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? When you're sitting on the couch or watching this wherever, you're like, I want what you want, Mike, or what you got, Mike. And I'm like, you're never really gonna understand what I'm saying, because it's a little bit like all of the stuff that I talk about is a little bit deeper. If you're a thick-headed individual, if you're not like a spiritual person, all of this shit's gonna bypass you. You're not even gonna understand like that this is a spiritual world that we live in. But anyway, back to the point is, if you're just sitting on your couch just wishing, you're not really gonna fully understand these principles. But once you get into the work of it and you start like seeing how hard it is, you're gonna be like, oh, now I see how important it was to resell myself on my best self. Why it was so important to have a dope self-image. Why it was so important to have standards and non-negotiables every day. Why it was so important to pray every day. That way we don't get attached to the money and all these different things. So I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down right now.
Shit, I hope so too, shit, because I sure as hell did it in the beginning when I first started working with Coach. I mean, shit, bro, like, honestly, I just wanted to lose some weight and shit, you know? And then, fuck, I walked in and I was already hella pressed just because Coach was like, bro, you gotta drop vices. And when I was hearing him say it, I was like, what the fuck is that? I didn't even know what vices were, you know what I'm saying? And then once he started explaining that shit, I was like, well, I got all of them, you know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck. I'm fucked here, you know? And I was like, well, how do I go about it? So, I mean, I just started applying myself at the level that I could. And my shit was just to focus on not smoking, not drinking, trying to wake up earlier, hitting my macros, and not missing a workout. And then that was at the level that I could. That was super hard. That was like a fucking battle day in and day out. Straight up. That was stretching me a lot at where I was. Like, sadly, but that's what it was too. And so, I mean, after time went on, right, a couple months, 3 months, right, I got in the best shape that I've ever been in my life, thanks to coach, working with a mentor, right? Then, honestly, I wanted to stay for more. What kept me more is like, all right, there was a bulk, but still, there was still a little gap. And he's talking on these deeper levels where after being sober for like 3 months, I was like, okay, some of this shit is starting to make sense a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm still writing a lot of the personal development shit off, you know? And so when I started to realize that, okay, well, a lot of issues I had too after just being sobering up. I had a lot of self-worth issues. I had a lot of identity problems that I didn't even realize, right? I would be talking to coach because I started working for him, right? And it was starting to come up, well, how am I going to improve? Because I was starting to fuck up on shit like on sales, you know what I'm saying? I was starting to fuck up on shit on like how I'm training with my clients that I'm working with. And then I'd go back to coach, right? Because I'm working for him at this point in my life. And then he's like, okay, well, how are we going to fix this shit, right? And he's telling me, well, that's a self-worth problem. That's a fucking limiting belief, you know what I'm saying? The way you see yourself is starting to fucking leak into everything you're starting to do, you know? And so I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like I was telling one of my other clients, I was like, look, you know cars. He knows cars up and down. I don't know nothing about no cars. And I was telling him, if you were to fix a car, say it's making this weird sound, and I'm like, hey, bro, it's making this weird sound. What do we do? Like, I think we just need to fix the car. He's like, well, let's pop the engine. Let's pop the hood. Let's figure out, is it the freaking oil? Is it the freaking transmission? Is it the freaking brakes? Is it like which part of it? Like, you can't just like fix the car. Like that's what a lot of people try to do. They're just like, I'm just gonna get better at me. But I'm like, which part of you? Like, you got to pop the hood and be like, like it's the, I don't know nothing about cars,
right?
But like it's the transmission, it's the freaking clutch or whatever. I don't know nothing about that. So like, but that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing when it comes to like self-worth. I'm like, well, if you really want to level up and improve yourself, we gotta identify the weak parts. So if it's self-image, like we've been working a lot on him on self-image, and self-image is all about like how you perceive yourself. So like when he gets on sales calls, he's a young guy, so he's literally talking to pretty much everybody's older than him. And sometimes they can kind of little boy you. That's one scenario. And I'm like, you could totally fall in that trap. But if you have a strong identity and believe in who you are and are reselling yourself on that idea that you're the best closer, you're the best man for the job, you're just the best, then you have a way better chance at helping somebody. Selling and serving. You know, when you sell, you're actually serving people. Also, it's like, if you are missing on all the non-negotiables that you know, like the non-negotiables are, what is your conscience telling you? What is your conscience telling you? Wake up at this time, don't drink this, eat this, go to the gym, all those, you know, all those. If you don't follow those, you're not going to have any self-confidence. So when you get on that phone, when you do something that's like requiring you to really show up, you're not going to follow through. So that's why the program's super important, that you hit those non-negotiables. Then you sell yourself on like this massive version of yourself. This is all the stuff that we work on with him. So now he's starting to make a little bit money. He's starting to see that things are working out. And I'm like, he's doing the program as designed. He's following exactly how I designed it from the beginning to where he's at right now. First, it just starts off with dropping vices, getting in shape. We can't get to fucking making money if you're still like self-sabotaging yourself. I mean, you don't deserve the money. God ain't even gonna give you the money, bro. Like, it ain't even gonna work like that. It don't work like that. So, yeah.
Straight up. I mean, I go back to and it's crazy shit. Even every time you talk, sometimes I'm just like, damn, some shit you said before hits even harder now. I mean, what's that? You got like 3 favorite quotes that you like live off of, right? And one that just came up back up to my mind was, your repetition builds your reputation,
Yeah.
right? And what did you just say right now about how if you don't have your non-negotiables dialed in, right, then you don't have that reputation in yourself. What's that going to lead? It's going to lead into a hole into your identity. So you're not going to feel like you are the best man for the job. You aren't going to feel like you are the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that just builds a massive hole and shit. I mean, with the blueprint being locked in, right, you got the non-negotiables dialed in, you're not missing, you're hitting everything that you're supposed to do. That's just building a reputation within yourself to build up the identity. And fuck.
The thing is that people, they're like, well, I'm confident. You know, you hear these guys with massive egos, and I'm like, bro, you're confident with the stuff that you do. It's all like low level stuff. Like, it's easy. It's like brushing their teeth. They've been doing this forever. Of course they're confident. But let me take you and put you in this uncomfortable position where, let's put you on a podcast. Let's get you posted on social media. Let's start that business. And then you're going to realize, I'm actually not that confident. I thought you were confident. Mm-hmm. So let's see who you were. You should be the same no matter where you go. But the thing is, when you just stay in your little radius, I mean, you can't really reveal. If you never test yourself in the weight room, you're not going to see how strong you are.
Exactly. Shit, man. You're just going to stream back at the level that you're at. But...
Absolutely. How you doing, Jane?
Well, I'm doing. I've got myself here.
Yeah.
This looks like a business meeting.
It is.
Interrupting.
Well, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
After all these years living on this earth, what is like one lesson that you would say that you really like? I would go. See you, man. You would really just feel like, man, I just wish I knew that, or I wish I could tell like a young person. That could be a 50-year-old, could be a 25-year-old. Curious. I like to ask that question.
Well, gosh, that's a good one. I think one of the main things is to have curiosity. Because that leads you to many things and things that you maybe thought you wouldn't do.
Do you think that like people aren't curious enough?
I don't know. Some people aren't.
Yeah.
You know, and they kind of stick in their own little bubble. But the world is
It's vast.
wide, and I mean, you guys look at all the stuff you do.
That's right.
That a lot of people don't do.
That's
don't
right.
even try.
That's right.
You know.
Absolutely. So expand, like get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, just have you know. Yeah.
Try new things.
Well, if I thought about this for an hour, I'd probably give you something else. But that's what I'm thinking right now.
If you kind of get the mind going a little bit and you come up with it, I genuinely, hey, what's up? See you later.
See you later.
Yeah. I'm just genuinely curious because like there's wisdom, you know, and we have to pick up on that wisdom too, you know. Like we can't just go through life like. Like doing it like it's not even our way. We have to ask people like I see people as books, you know, like you're a book, she's a book, he's a book, I'm a book, and it's just
we're stories.
Yeah. And there's got to be a couple gems in there.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I have a 15-year-old grandson, and curiosity is what I would wish for him, because I don't see that he has enough. He's really smart, but he doesn't like school, and you know, and he just kind of likes his own thing, and I just wish for him curiosity, because you'll discover something.
I see.
You know, you'll discover something.
So I think we lose that curiosity at a certain age, because when you think about like he has young kids, he has kids that are like 5 years and younger.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're super curious, and he's 15. And he's already losing it.
Yeah.
At what age did he lose it? Is my question.
I don't know. I
you know?
think maybe he's just kind of like that. He did his own thing, and he liked to build stuff as he was a little kid. And
right.
But he just is kind of. I don't know, maybe he's set in his ways.
He's already an old man.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, Jane. You have a good day.
That's my thing
Yeah.
for today.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye.
Absolutely. All right. Shoot. Did you have anything else, bro? I felt like we had a kind of transition right
Nah,
there.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was just
what?
basically saying like people don't get out their comfort zone, so they're
Yeah.
like, I'm confident, I'm good,
Well,
I'm him.
I
you know?
feel, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nah, 100%.
Or wherever you want to take it, it doesn't even matter.
Nah, honestly, and like, honestly, your
get it
fucking
out.
words.
Yeah.
Your words, bro. Your words. Everything that you fucking say always just comes back up, you know. But I feel like a lot of people just overwrite that shit. They don't see the value in it. They don't know where to apply it, you know. And like I said, I mean, it makes more sense now. Like, you just shrink back to the level you are. Because, I mean, I remember even little things. Like, I thought I was confident as fuck. Well, clearly, loud ass motherfucker, right? But what happened that one time you told me, hey, make a video for the gym.
Yeah.
There was really like 2 people in the fucking gym, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I was like, fuck, when are they gonna go, bro?
Yeah,
I had to go upstairs and make it happen. Like,
Yeah, this
all right.
guy was like a little kid when I told him. I was like, hey, bro, I need you to make a video for the gym. He's like, he was like, okay. And he's like, he kind of like walked over like that and just embarrassed, you know,
Yeah.
like, not embarrassed, just you know
Right,
what time
but
it was.
what confidence, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me, are you a confident individual? The most confident, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, I mean, that's one thing where I'm like, fuck, dude, like, that's what you're saying, you know, like, if you start up that business, you put yourself outside that comfort zone, you're gonna shrink down to the level that you're at. If you're really that confident
Right.
motherfucker that you say you are, you're gonna fucking swim.
So that's the thing is like if you want to really see like your level of confidence, look back on the last 6 months and see what your actions have been. Have you been doing the same old, or have you really been pushing yourself? I'm talking about really stretching yourself. That's how you'll know how much confidence you really have. Anyway, there you go. That's a dope video for today.